So we got a heater. This is the oil barrel, and we're running a temporary setup of cooking oil and a little bit of diesel up in here, and got a little crane. And this is our setup. It works much better with this commercial air pump for the fish tanks. It's kind of hard to see right now. We got the light. So this contains 3 parts. Brake disc. This is removable, which is good. You could always remove it and clean your disc. And we got the pipe, goes all the way to the top. Basically get it in and then slide it in on a disc up there, and that plate up there. So we got the oil dripping up here. I'm about to get started and fired it up. I'll put some oil in there, some diesel, and try to start it, but I usually use something to start it, like a piece of paper or those flakes from the wood. So we got about a 50-foot place, at least 50 feet each. This is 12 foot, 12 foot, 12 foot, 12 foot. There's another 12 foot in this room. That's where the egg hatchery is and stuff. But yeah, this is it. Let's see, I'll need to start it. It takes a while to start, but it is what it is. Let's try this out. So we did mix it with diesel. I'll have it on now. Turn it on. Takes a few seconds to start dripping. Then I'll put some flakes again. Let's start it up together. So it started dripping. There's a whole bunch of stuff up in this tube. It's cleaning it up by fire, and it started dripping. Let's throw some flakes in there so we'll get started up. A little bit of flakes, and then I'll get the diesel ready. I got some diesel, less flammable and more safe. Let's fill it up a little bit. Started dripping already. Throw some more flakes. Let's see, this is looking good. I have a little notch up here. Little notch up here, and it does drip up there. This is kind of slow, but this will work. Let's scoot this in. Depends if you're running this, it should be good to close it all the way. But if you're not running air, sometimes it's best to leave it a little bit open. This is very simple setup, anybody could do it. And yeah, and just put some air up here, and I don't think I'll need it when I'm starting it up. So let's see if it starts up. So it takes a few seconds to start it up when you throw flakes in it. So it's instantly, see the oil dripping. I don't think we need this anymore. Let me clean the lens real quick. So it's instant. This is perfect. This is good to start it up. So it's getting hotter. So the diesel is getting hotter right now, warming it up, and I think it will kick in just a little bit. Getting warmer. It's best to shut up this door, because it could escape. It's better to make a hole on the side here and run the air this way. So I usually, if you're getting this thing. It's usually good on to run. Not too much. Usually run it up here. So it's like barely. It's almost drops are coming out, but at the same time it's running. Actually, that's the best way to do it. But if you're just running drips, it could possibly stop because it's not enough oil. It has to be literally just dripping a bit. Yeah, it's easily, if you do this, flakes or piece of papers, just throw it in and it should be much better to start it. If you don't, it'll be very hard. So I have it fired up. I'll turn on this thing and see. So this is instantly like kicking in. But if I run it too far in, then the fire kind of comes out on the side. So you want to place it perfectly up here. Try to move it in. And but you definitely want to close this door because yesterday it escaped from here. So I'm gonna drill a hole up here and install it. So I have a little tube running up here. This is installed like up to here. I might do a see-through up here next time. Have it see-through, and I'll be able to see how much oil coming in to this tube, and possibly run this oil outside up there. So yeah, this, to be honest, this bucket, 5 bucket, will last you about all night, possibly more. Depends how you run it. So yeah, this is very simple setup and it works amazing. Yeah, so I could move it in anytime. I'll grab a glove and move this, or a piece of metal and move it back. So yeah, it's all fired up. It's getting warmer. It's still, oh yeah, I can feel the heat up from here now. Let's see, full of fire. So this is running very efficient now. It's getting warm now. Like, this is where I'm feeling the heat. Even though I just started, since I started, I haven't shut off the video. So it's running very hot. And you definitely want to use this. This works really good. It doesn't take as much power, and it will run well for your. I might try it with running without it, see how well it does. Possibly I could run it with less fuel if I run without the hose. I mean, without the air. From running air, it possibly eats more, burns faster. I mean, so very simple setup and works amazing. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to close the doors, because this was closed and this was partially open just for this tube, and I had a whole bunch of smoke come out yesterday. So luckily this smoke isn't too bad, and because it's not like wood or gasoline, you know, so burns clean, but kind of dirty. You have to regulate how much air you put in and how much oil you put in, make sure it's burning well. I'm still learning a lot, but there you go.